Lisa. I'm Ashley.
I'm Lisa. We're in Kerwinsville, Pennsylvania. Today is September 4th. Labor Day's over.
Mhm.
Um, what have you been up to?
Sorry.
School
There.
for
Yep.
Ethan?
Um, Ethan started kindergarten, so that's been a big change. We also started soccer the same week, so we did school on Friday and then started soccer I think on the next Tuesday. So a tired little one.
Yeah.
Um,
My grandson, he's in first grade, and granddaughter started preschool today. She did fine. We weren't sure. She's a pickle. So she did fine. I hope you can hear us. We have the mics. I charged them. So I'm going to keep an eyeball on the mic icon on the iPad just to double check that we don't go dead because I have a lot to talk about today. So we are a knitting, crocheting, sewing, fiber arts podcast. I feel like we should say that because I feel like, I don't know, maybe some people don't know. Um, so yeah, and if you wouldn't mind, subscribe and like and share with your friends. I always post it to my Facebook page, usually that evening once it's shareable.
Mhm. Yeah, you can watch it live now, and then it kind of kicks it back to private. So I have to go back in, kind of finish uploading.
Yeah. So what we're wearing, I'm wearing a love note. I think I've worn it before. I'm not sure, but it's getting to be sweater season, so I'm kind of digging out. So you can kind of see they're supposed to be little hearts. Um, this yarn is from Magpie Fibers in Frederick, Maryland. It's a mohair and a fingering held together, kind of tonal. There's little splotches of kind of browns in it, predominantly blue, but it is kind of tonal and it is a hand dyed. And then the mohair that I held with it was also like a dusty blue. I bought them together for this project. So, and I made it. Kind of stash diving. Am kind of committed to using up my stash. Um, I know I should be knitting with shop yarns, and I do, but it kind of eats at me a little bit when I go to my craft room. Like there's all this beautiful stuff I bought, and so I've been kind of digging through it and making plans.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to, but I know we're gonna talk a little bit too about a make along we want to do. And I bought one yarn, and I'm gonna look here at Lisa's to try and find one to see, but I want to get it in my hand to kind of see what's gonna match.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to talk a little bit. I put a post up this week, or I shared a post about the tariffs. Um, it's going to affect us for sure. Really, right now, what my thought is don't order. You don't know exactly what they're going to be. I've heard, I'm on Threads, I'm on Instagram. I kind of follow, yarn people, and what I'm seeing is it'll get shipped from a company. You think you know what it is. When it comes to you for you to receive the package, there's a larger fee that was a surprise or an unknown, I shouldn't say. We know. So for right now, a lot of my yarn companies are saying that, yeah, prices are going to be increasing, but I have a lot of stock. So really what I'm going to encourage people to do is just shop the stock. That way you know what the price is, I know what the price is, and not order for right now. This is temporary. This too shall pass. But, I'm I'm not in the position to get unknown surprises from.
No, even at the fire hall, we're looking at buying a new inflatable boat for our water rescue
Mhm.
team. And we're a fire hall, so we're tax exempt. And basically, everything we lost in taxes now got put in as a tariff, and that
Mhm.
was ordered months ago.
Yeah.
So we're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen whenever it actually shows up.
And that's the thing I'm seeing, like, especially if you're shopping overseas or from Canada, which a lot of companies from Canada are just not shipping right now to the US.
Hmm.
They have stopped. You can't order from Canada. Many companies, I'm not saying all, but some of the big ones that I follow just are pausing for a little bit. And so you may order a $30 skein of yarn and it could cost you $40 to get it here,
Hmm.
which just doesn't make any sense. Like, I want to support, small independent companies as much as the next guy, but
Yeah.
it just is not worth it right now. So, take it all with a grain of salt. This too shall pass. It will all settle. The problem is and there's some articles out there. I, implore you to read them. But the problem is the mill industry, the yarn industry in the United States has gone overseas.
Hmm.
That's the reality. We don't have many mills, and it's not sustainable for all the knitting, crafting people. It's not, we don't have the option to buy completely American made. I would love to. And I've tried.
Hmm.
I tried the one mill that I ordered all my undyed bases from has closed. I tried to reach out this week and just see if there's any hope of them, and there's nobody answering the phones. And the website, it looks the same as it did. It doesn't say we've closed, but
Hmm.
there's no,
There's nothing
nothing
to
to order.
buy. Yeah, I looked even just to see. Someone else was talking about it too, and I
Yeah.
looked, and yeah, you can't. There's nothing like on the sale. There's
And
nothing.
really, I only heard about it word of mouth. No, there was no communication from the company saying, "Hey, get your last order in. We're closing." They just closed.
Mhm.
So it's sad. But I really do try to buy American, and but the truth is, it's not. There's just not enough product to buy.
Yeah, the sheep industry. It's there's such lack of it, and then just the shearing and milling and everything
Yep.
like that.
A lot of the smaller mills have closed now. Hopefully, this, some more mills open up through all of this, but that takes time. It's not going to be an immediate, um, an immediate solve. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to get down about it. I have tons of yarn.
Hmm.
You may have to pivot in, what color or whatever, but I have tons of yarn. So we're not going to panic. This will all be fine. Um, so let's go to FOs. I have a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
start.
so I will start. This was my dice roll, and I forgot to roll the dice last night, so I will do it tonight. But this was my dice roll. This is Cascade 220 yarn. This is the 2x2 ribbed hat. Just a basic beanie. I made it pretty long. I blocked it, and honestly, I'm not sure I should have. It made it a little bit loosey goosey, but it'll be fine. It's definitely a man's hat. I mean, I,
Mm.
I can put it on. I don't care about my hair, but I guess I could wear it, but it's a little loose on me, and it would be pretty slouchy,
Yeah.
which it's not terrible, but yeah, but I would say and I usually don't knit many things for men, so
Mm.
not a bad problem. But that's the 2x2 hat, free pattern on Ravelry. The decreases are kind of cute, makes it kind of cute at the top, and you keep your ribbing going.
Mhm.
And it was simple. It was probably an evening or two. I did it on 9-inch circular, or no, 16-inch circulars. I have an interchangeable set of Likey needles, and they're wooden. Um, so yeah, I did this. I had a show, a craft show. So that's what because this was easy to pick up and put down to
Mhm.
talk to people. So yeah, the 2x2 hat. My next one is my daughter's baby blanket.
Mm.
Her shower is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So it is going to be kind of car seat sized. So it's a Pearl Soho pattern. I have the pattern here. And most of Pearl Soho's patterns are free,
Mhm.
which is lovely. Um, I use this yarn, Rico Baby DK. Um, and part of my future plans, I'm going to knit a hat to go with the blanket. Don't mind my printer. That's what happens when you buy cheap ink. Sea Monkey Baby hat. You just knit it straight, and then there's directions how to make these little ears on it. So I thought that would be really cute, and I'm going to use this color. And then that will be a gift for the baby shower.
Yeah. Do we know what she's having?
I do. It's a boy.
Okay, that's what I
We
thought.
don't
But
know name. We don't know anything, but it is a boy. So there was a ton of ends to weave in, a ton.
yeah.
And if I had to do this again, I would make it again. I would do it corner to corner and not the 4 blocks.
Okay.
I would just start like at one corner and go up more and
Mhm.
then decrease.
I've done a couple baby blankets like that.
Yeah. I liked it. I didn't mind it. I guess, doing the blocks, it kind of went quickly because you're like, oh, another block's done. But there were so many ends.
ends, and then you have to
Sew
seam
it
it.
together. And I'm not really a great seamer.
Hmm.
I'm always unhappy with how it's sewn together, but it's a baby blanket. It'll be
Yeah.
used and, whatever. So
All right. So mine, I have a finished pair of socks.
cute.
So I know that it's unicorn barf is the colorway, but I can't remember what. I got it from here. There were the two like
Mm-hmm.
gob balls. I have a ton left over. I think I have. I don't even remember. I want to say I have well over 50 grams, if not closer to 60. Because I did shorties, I did toe up. This was a random purple that I had in my stash. I did a fish lips kiss heel. These are size one or US ones and 60 stitches. I'm kind of playing around with my stitches and needle size to see kind of what I really like in socks. I do need to finish weaving the ends and trim them, but I did on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. We went to Altoona. So I was probably about here. So I did the heel and bound off on Saturday. We went to Altoona, and then my friend took us to Del Grosso's. I had sent her a Snapchat. She's like, "Oh, we're going to Del Grosso's. Do you want to bring Ethan along?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I walked around Del Grosso's and knit, and now I have a finished pair of socks.
Fun.
So
Beautiful. Okay, my next whip is it's sewing. I have it's the season for orders for me. And I'm sure it'll just get busier. But my girlfriend sent me Eagles fabric. If you know me, I hoped my machine wouldn't break sewing these. I told her they're for her little boy and her nephew. But I did two quilts with Eagles fabric, and then I did like half square triangles, and they're quilted and bound. There's a little curtain in there, but I did like a full size quilt and then a throw quilt. So you can see there's my quilting. So I have a third one. Today's my day off. So I came in this morning and I have a third quilt upstairs that's just needs the binding put on.
you have a long arm?
I do have a long arm. So I have a HQ 16, I believe. And yeah, so you load it in on like rollers and then you're kind of driving the machine over. It's not computerized. It's just I have to like physically move it. But
you're not trying to get it on a little tiny regular size machine.
No. I mean, it's definitely much quicker than, if you were sewing at home, but it's still, I mean, I've been here since 10 o'clock this morning and I finished about 2:30, 2:40. So 4 or 5 hours of work. Really, the loading of it takes the longest, I feel, because it's the part I like the least.
Yeah.
And then I had to wind a bobbin. I had a place I had to rip out. There's always something. But that's been one of my big, with my daughter's baby shower next weekend, a lot of these people are coming. So they're not from here. I'll see them. So I'm like, I want to get these done so I can, physically give them to them versus shipping. So
how many more do you have?
I have 4 more. Go ahead.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you can go.
All right. Well, I've talked about this before. This was the laconic cowl. I think on the last podcast, I was undecided as to what I was going to do with it. Really, it should be double this size. And I just felt it was going to be too big, too much around your neck. So I used, and it would have doubled the amount of yarn. So it would have been like an 8 skein project, which is just not not feasible for people like to ask them. So I did 4 skeins. I hope it doesn't hit the mic and make noise, but I think it'll be a good cowl size. It was fun to do, kept your interest because you're doing stripes and there's some slip stitches, but I don't feel like mine looks anything like hers.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I screwed it all up. I don't know, but it is what it is. So this is the laconic cowl. Like I said, it was fun because you're kind of marling and and I blocked it. It was kind of yucky. Blocking really matters, people. It really matters. Because now it's all in that real quick blocking. I talked about this on the last podcast or 2 ago. This is my husband's antler toque made from yarn that we got in Montana. And it was pretty shrunken up and you couldn't really see the cables. So I gave it kind of a pretty aggressive block and it looks really good now. And it'll fit him fine. He likes kind of a skull cap because he's pretty bald. So, he just wants it to keep his head warm. And he has a few that I've knit him and he wears them to death. So he deserved a new one. And I let him pick out the yarn when we were on vacation. So
Mm. My second finished object is my granny scrape, kind of scrappy granny shawl. This was Mary Margaret Fibers, her 12-day summer advent, and I used it's crocheted, just granny. I think we talked last time somewhere probably around here. I had my gallbladder out, lost my crochet hook. I went to a 4.5 millimeter, and that's what I finished it on. But it's nice. I've been kind of wearing it. You can wear it. Um, it's a little big to wear kind of this
but if you're wearing a
way.
vest in the winter, I wear mine a lot like that with a vest.
Yeah, so that, or just throw it over your shoulders kind of to keep warm. I took it to the football game and needed it because it got pretty chilly afterwards. But that's kind of
Did you
just
get
what I
lots of
wanted.
comments on it?
I did.
I bet.
So,
Because it's such bright colors.
and actually, I don't think I posted it, but we were in the car wash, and our car wash has like funky lights in it. And one of them is a black light and it's black light reactive. So I was
Cool.
like, oh, it's glowing. So then I'm, making my husband try and hold it up so I can take a picture. And he's like, you're ridiculous. I'm stuck in a car with you. So what's
So here we are.
But
all right. My next one is it's an FO, but it's not mine. It's called an Italian summer scarf. I believe this is a free pattern on Ravelry, real similar to the Sophie where you knit up so far, but it's a new yarn I got in. So one of my customers knit it for me. It's this Aurelia, Aurelia. It's from Barocco. It is, I'm trying to see what it's made out of. 74 cotton, 26 wool. So it's really soft. It's kind of one of those like, I don't want to say it's coarse spun, but there is definitely like but it's not. I don't
it's
know.
not like a blown, yeah. It's almost like, I don't know if it's just the halo on it because
Yeah.
it's pretty, it does have some twist to it. So it's not like it's an unspun.
But it
though,
almost
either.
looks like there's a weight inside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's made, but anyhow, it's really pretty. If you're thinking Christmas gift, it's a one ball project because what you do, I gave her a kitchen scale and I said, just knit until you're about halfway through the yarn, which would be around 50 grams and then decrease. But it makes a nice sized little scarf. And they're real neutral colors. So I think you could gift this to pretty much anybody, and just
look at that. Because I have that purple that was in the sock and another one that I made another pair of socks out of. I have about 100 grams total. I'm trying to like figure out what to do with it because I want to get I want to use it in something. Could maybe that and hold
do
the
it half
mohair.
or do it half and half. So like when you wrap it, it looks like two different colors. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
I think Professor Pearl did something like that where it was a half and half. She kind of split it in the middle and then it might have been like a Sophie or she designed her own. I don't remember, but watch her on YouTube, Professor Pearl.
Yeah.
She's from, I believe, Oregon, and she's a math professor at a college. But she's real cute. She does some designing and
I just watched her flock videos.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I'm behind on my videos, but getting lots of knitting done. My last FO, and this isn't a real recent one, but I wanted to show it because we're getting towards the season. If you wanted to create this for a Christmas gift, it is like a bandana cowl. So it pulls over your head. It is stranded color work. So you can see there are floats. I normally don't catch my floats, especially when they're this close together. Probably the biggest is 7 or 8 stitches. But there's a trick. You pull your stitches apart. Like as you're knitting, you pull them apart on your right hand needle so that they're kind of spread out. And then knit normally, and it doesn't pucker. This is called the Stocking Stuffer Cowl by Stephanie Lotvin. And I have a Halloween one I did. that I'll try to find here soon. But it's really fun. It's, kind of quick. I'll be wearing it, Christmas time, but it's just kind of I usually pull this part down so you can see the fun knitting and ball this part up, kind of, but it's cute.
Yeah.
So, especially if you're looking for a quick Christmas gift, it's not too bad. It'd be less than 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn. And I used Cascade fingering, Cascade Heritage, which is pretty much my go-to fingering for like solids.
Hmm.
It's really reasonably priced, lots of good colors. That's the one company I haven't heard from, Cascade. What's going to happen with them? But
Yeah.
we shall see. Okay. I
I
think I have one more thing to talk about. Okay. I've talked about this before and it's almost done, but I have a decision to make. So this was the Leela top. I had this yarn, if you all remember, it's two mohairs held together. I was pretty insistent on making a top holding these. First of all, the Leela top has you do this dumb, it's kind of an I cord, and you're supposed to sew it. I already know that's disappearing. I
hmm
don't see the point of that. Before I blocked it, I was pretty sure I was ripping the whole thing out. I hated it. However, with blocking now, I think I might keep it. It's going to be
Yeah.
kind of vesty, boxy.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It was really scrunched up and it really looked like nothing pre-blocking. But I put it on earlier before Ashley got here and I think it's going to be okay.
Hmm.
Especially if I wore like a button down, like a white button down or over like a tank dress.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. So I don't think I'm going to frog it. And I wasn't sure, do I block it? Because I wasn't sure what that would do to the yarn if I decided to rip it out.
Hmm.
But
If you do, they say put mohair in the freezer.
that's what I've heard. And then I thought, I'm just going to knit from it. Like, I'm just going to deal with
Pull
it as
it
I
as you come.
go. But I didn't even know what I was going to knit. So, you know what would happen to it if I decided to frog it? It would end up in the corner.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely taking these off. They're they're useless.
Hmm.
I just think that would look so dumb.
Yeah, that's weird.
It, yeah. I mean, I guess it's supposed to look like a spaghetti strap. I don't want that.
Mm-mm.
I don't want that. So,
It's almost like I can't think of. There's one I've seen a couple people have, and I can't remember what it is. I think one of the table 10 did one, and it's that tank top, but it's just kind of
Sabai.
yes.
It's the Sabai. And it does go in quite a bit, but
Hmm.
it's wide enough to cover your bra strap. This wouldn't even, first of all, I would never wear this without a
Something.
tank under it.
Hmm.
But I still just think it's a weird element. I don't know. To each his own. I'm sure some people could rock it and make it look great, but not my thing. But I do think I'm going to keep it. It's what I wanted. I wanted a tanky summer top, in these yarns. So, yeah. And I made a few mistakes I can see, but I'm not going to point them out
Hmm.
because they're just design elements.
Yeah.
So that is the Leela top. We're calling it a finish. Okay,
All
whips.
right. Well, this is my one that's got the most love here. I am to the end of the yarn mess. So this is my 6 Av skater skirt test for
Oh,
Brie.
cute.
I was here last time, so I did another good, probably I don't know, 6, 8 inches. I am doing the last little bit, and this is not in the pattern, but I actually reached out to what do I got going on here? MC of Blame the Knots. She is another pattern designer. She is actually I did her the bralette was a design from her, but she had mentioned in a podcast that she was doing something to she made the dress version of this, and she was doing something to kind of a setup row for her I cord so it didn't roll. So I emailed her, she emailed me back. Took me a minute. I kind of like played around with it to figure out what I was actually doing. you can't really see. So it makes it a little bit
Yeah,
thicker.
there's a little bit of a bump. I'm just gonna
Um,
pull down, like almost a pearl bump right there.
so it is, and I probably won't explain it very well. You slip a stitch and then like from left to right, and then you knit in like a pearl bump underneath, like pull that up and knit it, and then slip that when you slip over it. Um, I like I said, it took me a minute. Whenever she sent it to me, I was at work and I have a muscle burl that I've just been kind of working on. So I'm like playing around with it because I'm like, oh, it's just stockinette. It's easy if I, need to really fix it. So I'm like, okay. And then once I got it, I actually really like it, except it's just taking forever. So I need to.
So are you on the I-cord bind off or are you
I
on that setup
I am
row?
on the setup row. I have probably half left, and then I will start my I cord. The test is due on Monday, so
You'll make it.
400 and some stitches later,
You'll make it.
I will be doing that. But I am trying to play yarn chicken.
Is this your last, what you
No,
have left?
so that is my second skein. I have a third skein that
Okay.
I wound up, and I'm debating. Once I get done, I'm going to weigh it. I had weighed a couple rows before and it was taking about 1.5 grams to do a loop around. So when I weighed it last, I was at around 20 grams. So I think if I have like 10 to 12, I'll probably try it and see. And then if I have any less than that, I'll just break out the new skein
Hmm.
to do the I cord.
I bet you'll make it.
I think I will too, but I wound it up to
Just
keep
in
the juju away.
case.
Um,
Just in case.
I think I'm gonna go up. I'm using a size 5, and I'm gonna go up to a 6. I have one of my interchangeables, just the one needle that I'll use to do the I cord, and hopefully prevent any further rolling on that.
Hmm. Good. It's
So
beautiful.
I can't wait to
So she'll
wear
be
it.
wearing it next
I
podcast.
hope so. Definitely. Hopefully, it's warm enough at PA Sheep and Wool to wear. That's my
Okay.
kind of.
You could always wear leggings under it.
That's kind of my
So yeah.
outfit
All
inspo.
right. My first whip is a lot of my Tuesday night girls. We're making this neck down pullover for women by Knitting Pure and Simple. It's a free pattern, just a sweatshirty kind of. This is the entire sweater pattern. This simple dimple, easy. But so sometimes when yarns come in, I obviously like there's some that I just have to knit with.
Mhm.
This has been here for a while, but it's been in the back of my mind and I am using it. It is discontinued. Um, I know I don't have enough of this color, but I have enough of some other colors to make a sweater. But it is like pretty white, pretty creamy with little speckles all through it. And it is going to be lovely. Oh,
Ooh.
must have dropped this in the grass at some point. But yeah, love it. I am so it's gonna be for me. I sized up one size. I really want it sweatshirt like oversized kind of boxy. I am going to get to my sleeve separation. Then I'm gonna go back and knit the collar. And then that way it'll be done and I can figure out like the length and stuff and try it on.
Okay.
Um,
Now, do you think you're gonna like marl into another color if you run out, or you think you'll be good?
I'm not going to run out. I
Okay.
know I'm not going to run out, but to sell another sweater, this is my first skein.
Okay.
So there's tons on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have four.
I see one over there
Yeah,
too.
I
So
have probably have four more, five more maybe. But to sell to a customer, like I don't, I have five more of this,
that colorway.
but I am
I
loving
like
it.
that.
I'm absolutely loving it. I think I made a mistake somewhere along the line, but we're going to roll with it because it's my sweater, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
I know that's my next thing. After I finish this, I really want to do a sweater, like a big comfy one.
This pattern, it couldn't be any easier.
Mm-hmm.
It has like there's no ribbing at the bottom. It kind of rolls. I don't know if
Okay.
you can see that. And I think I'm going to do the same thing at the neck. I think I'm just going to pick up stitches and knit a few rows
Mm-hmm.
so that it kind of rolls and it isn't ribbing. So yeah, but isn't this going to be pretty?
It is.
You can wear it with anything. So my goal is to have this and something else done for Ireland in 2 weeks. Think I can do it?
Oh,
I know. I know. I'm nutty. I'm nutty. And then I have to plan what I'm taking with me
oh
because,
yes.
travel knitting is a real thing. But I did look up, there's some yarn shops in Dublin.
Oh,
And I think we'll have some like free time in Dublin.
that'll be fun.
Yeah. So might bring you all a souvenir.
Oh, well, my next one is my Star Island socks. This is a Granite State yarn pattern, and it's just it almost looks like a broken rib, but whenever you actually look at it in person, it does look almost like starry.
Yeah.
Um, and
Are you slipping stitches?
no,
No.
it's
Okay.
no, you knit and purl and then just knit a row.
Okay.
And I finished my gusset, so I'm back to my one. I went down to a US zero again, trying to kind of play around with what I like for my socks. So it's a US zero, and I did the 64 stitches since I went down a needle size.
What are you not liking about your socks? Just
They're too big, and some of them I feel like they're too loose of gauge. So like
sure.
I like that
Stiffer,
kind of
hmm
more
substantial.
yes. So that was, and then I'm gonna maybe try and play around with a different toe possibly, because I had just been doing like a typical like decrease on both
I have a
sides.
bunch of sock books, and like some of them are kind of like,
Hmm.
let me know if you want to borrow any,
Okay.
is my point.
Yes. So I'm using two different yarns. You alternate skeins. This one was a yarnable one, and then this was a sock swap that I did with a partner from my 11 Stitches group. And I may flip flop like how the cuff was the main color is technically this one. The next one I may switch it depending on how much I have.
Was this from your
This is yarnable.
yarnable? Okay.
Yep. I have another one similar that was like blues
Beauty
and
and the
purples.
Beast?
Oh no, no, not that one.
No.
That the main skein is very light with
Okay.
speckles. That is
And a cute little bag.
cute little. This is a little sock bag. This is the Wandering Pearl.
Oh, I guess I should have shown my bag. I have most of my things are just laying here, but I'm carrying this around in my Della Q LYS bag. I have a few of these left. There's none of the black left, but I think there's pink and purple. It's really nice.
I like that the new ones have the handle that
Agreed.
is like game changer.
Yeah.
I am looking at the one of the canvas ones. I just haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. I like the backpack, but I also think
I have it.
I
We'll
think
talk about it.
Yeah, I think I want one of like the messengery bag ones.
I
'Cause
have
that's
it. We'll
what
talk about it. I'm not, it's fine. I'm using it as my toolkit. Like it holds all my things, but to use it, to get into it is not user friendly. It's almost too small at the top. Everything gets,
It's like an abyss.
yeah. And it's hard to like get things in and out of it. It's like it's too narrow to really like get in there like a tote. Anyhow. Anyhow, any more whips?
I have one more.
Go ahead.
So this is one that I just started today.
That's a cute bag.
This I actually got at Grampian, or no, Mahaffey. Was it Mahaffey? No, Ferguson Township. Let's see, one of these places I went to had a little kind of festival. They had some singers, they had some different people. So this, I have no idea who made it. I got this one, and then I got my son one that is Lion Guard, which is like a Lion King kind of spin-off that I was actually surprised that they had anything like that, but I got my son one of that. So this
Make a good swim bag for school.
would.
Yeah, because it's coming. We have swim class at school.
So this is inside is my next project. It's the crochet summer fade hexie. So the original one has all these bright colors, and they're more saturated, and they kind of fade out to a main color. This is what I'm using for my series of unfortunate yarns. So this was like my test, kind of see how much it weighed. This is the main skein for it. It's called Dear Reader. And then this is where I am on my first one of color. It's a join as you go. So I have, this is what, round 3. I need to do round 4, which is what kind of gives it the hexie shape. But you actually join as you go.
Fun.
So That will
And
be
what will
nice.
it be? A blanket or a
Yes,
shawl
it'll be a
or?
blanket.
Okay.
So there will be 13 colorways of that are going to be variegated, and then these will intermix. The kind of plain ones will intermix, and then I'm gonna border it with that as well. I am using a size 4.5 millimeter hook, and what I think I'm going to
Write
do.
that down in case you lose it.
No, I know I lost that one, and I was like, I have no idea what
I know.
size it was.
I'm always like, because I lose crochet hooks all
Because
the time.
it's
They're
not
not
stuck on it.
attached.
But what I think I'm gonna do, like I worked on this a little bit today, and so I pulled from the inside. I can pull from the outside, get two almost done, and then whenever I get somewhere that I can actually sit and focus to join them and do that last round, then I have two ready to join at the same
Hmm.
time. But I'm using this as one of my entries for Boston Jen's pigskin party. So she does a make along. It goes from football season
Okay.
to the Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
So it starts today.
What's it called?
Pig,
Boston Jen.
yeah, Boston Jen, and I think she's Boston Jen One on Instagram, maybe.
Okay.
But no whips were allowed, so I patiently been waiting to cast this on. And then there is prizes, and for every yard you use, for every 50 yards you like can get entered, depending on how much
Fun.
yardage you use. So I thought this would be a fun, and then it kind of gets me motivated to work through it. I have 7, no, maybe I have 8. No, I didn't get August yet. So I have 7 of these. I'm hoping to get 10 or 11 out of each hexes out of each skein of DK yarn. And then I won't need quite as much as they say. I need like 183 hexes, I think, to make the
Ooh,
blanket. So
God love you.
we'll see. Hopefully, I can keep up with it, and then I think I'll just kind of buy another one of these whenever I make
Hmm.
my next month one for. And I think I figured it out. If I can get 11, I only need 5 of the contrast color to get enough because I'll need less than what they call for because I
Hmm.
have more. The pattern only has 10 colorways, and I'll have 13.
Okay.
So I'll have a little bit of freeway.
And where does this go? Around the edge
So
of each?
let me see if
Do you have a picture of it?
I do.
I'm not picturing how it's going to go.
So it's a free pattern. It's one of those like you can pay for the pattern or you can get it free on a blog. So like the colors, and then it fades to
Okay.
a
So
main
on
color.
this corner will be all of this
All
like
of
cream
this,
color, yellow.
yes. So
Okay. I
it's
see
just a
now.
screenshot. So like I'm up
So do
here
you
in the
have to
top one.
decide your colors now? Kind of.
So I'm going in order because it's for this year's Unfortunate Event books. So I'm going in order as the
And you
books
don't care
come.
what the colors, how they fade.
No.
Okay.
So it's just going to
Gotcha.
be, mostly book 1 into book 2, book 3.
Okay.
But
All right. My next whip, and I just started it, but my Friday ladies, this is the book I showed before, 52 Weeks of Scrap Yarn. Really nice book. I bought this also when we were out west. And
sweater in there I want to make.
this, it's called the Bloomfield Bunting.
Hmm.
So you do the whole scarf part, and then these are all add-ons. And it's a fun construction. I read ahead a little bit. Those little add-ons on the edge, you're knitting like back and forth. Okay. So you knit back and like kind of pick up a stitch of your main scarf and then knit out. And then when you come back, so you're joining as you go. I am going to use Juniper Moon Finley. It's 100% alpaca for my scarf. And I literally just started. But this is going to be, and this may be one of my Ireland projects because it's going to be like a 2-row repeat. I probably won't take scraps to do the edge. I'll do that when I get back. I'm going to use scraps. I'm going to use for those bunting pieces. I have lots of leftover sock yarn solid. I want it this solid. I don't think I'm going to use any variegated or wild colors. But yeah, it's just kind of a taupey brown. And then I want to put like country colors with it, similar to the photo. Kind of like a mauve, maybe a golden yellow, fall-ish colors. So that is my next whip. Now the knit along.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the knit along. So let's do a knit along, folks. This was a free pattern on Ravelry. I don't know if it still is.
I'm not sure. I know it recently. It's a pretty new pattern. I think she debuted it, and then I don't remember when. It may have only been till Labor Day that it was free.
But it's not very expensive. It
I
is
think it's like
called,
$7.
yeah, Cleared for Takeoff by Callie Monster. And it is this.
Oh,
So it is a joined, I think it's a join in the back cow, or is it a shawl? I didn't read that far
I
ahead.
believe it's a shawl, if I remember correctly. Because I think you start and then it's mosaic knitting, if I remember correctly.
So you're slipping stitches,
mhm.
one color per row. Next time I'll be able to tell you because I'm hoping it'll be done. So this is the yarns I chose. Like I said, I'm trying to pull from my stash. So I had two thoughts, but I was going to ask for help, but I think I've made my decision. These have been in my stash. So this is kind of black and gold, if you will.
Yeah, very kind of light.
Yes. And this was also in my stash. This is Manos del Uruguay Marina. It is 100% wool, and it is 874 yards per 100 grams. So it is skinny.
Yeah.
It is extremely thin. I'm going to hold it double.
I was going to say.
Because first of all, I want to use it. Like I don't want a ton of this left over. And this is fingering weight yarn. This is from Hobby Lobby, I think. Yarn Bee. It is 420 yards. So I believe I'm going to use these two together. It'll kind of give me Steeler vibes without screaming. This was my other thought. And the reason I think I changed my mind, that is 100% wool and very, very thin. I can't use it for socks. This is 100% superwash wool. I could use it for socks. And I was going to hold black with this one. I think I'll get more wear out of that one.
Yeah, I think it's like this is you could wear it to a Steeler game or like something like that that you could wear
anywhere and not scream. And this will, I had bought this to make socks. So, and the other one, I can't make socks out of it. Like it just would not be.
Yeah.
First of all, it's too thin. So I think I'm going to wind this up today, take it home and kind of work on my sweater and this, back and forth until those two things are done. Because to be honest, the sweater's kind of boring. Like, you get like stockinette and
yeah, once you're kind of
yeah, it's kind of boring.
Close to splitting for sleeves, it looks like so.
Yeah, I have a lot of stitches on there right now. So that is going to be our knit along. Join us.
Yes, my color that I am doing. So actually, how I found this pattern was I was like, oh, I want something to use this yarn that I found for one of the sponsor products for the pigskin party. So it's a Suburban Stitcher. She
that's pretty.
described it as your favorite like heather gray sweatshirt with like a bunch of speckles basically. So there's like some blues and purples primarily. So when it comes in, which I ordered it I think last weekend, so I'm hoping she said about 2 weeks or so. So I'm hoping to get it soon, and then I'm going to come and pick a color that comes with it. With all the speckles, I just feel like I need to see it in person to kind of bring it. But I think the pattern used it's like a cream, and then they use spin cycle. So really anything that's variegated doesn't necessarily need to be quite as long or color changing quite like spin cycle, but I think it'll be fun.
All right. So that's our knit along. We'll figure out a hashtag. I'll post it on my Facebook page, what the hashtag is, because we didn't talk about it beforehand. So couple things that are coming up that I want to talk about. Tony from Rags, who I talk about all the time, is hosting a riverboat cruise on the Gateway Clipper. It is going to be September 21st, which is a Sunday, at 12:30 for a 1-hour tour of the three rivers in Pittsburgh. It is an away game. So for those of you concerned about driving into Pittsburgh on a football Sunday, it's an away game. Tickets are $30. You can contact Tony, me. I have 7 people going from the shop. So definitely 2 carloads already. So if anybody's interested, we can have 3, 4 carloads. I don't care as long as people are willing to drive. I'll be driving, another person's driving. So yeah, but I know we have 7 people so far going. So if you're interested, either get in touch with me or Tony. Tony and I are still working on the PA Yarn Quest.
Mhm.
We have a website. Joanne, thank you, Joanne, helped us get a domain, and we have a website now. So
Oh,
that's where everybody's info, all the shop info will be going, info about the passports.
and there's a new Facebook page.
Yes. So we changed the name of it
Mhm.
somewhere it was PA Yarn Adventure. I took that page down.
Okay.
So now the PA Yarn Quest is the page to follow. You have to be approved. Either Tony or I will approve you. We're just trying to keep, we made it private so the spammers, hopefully,
Yeah.
will stay out. But yeah, so funny story. This morning I get this voicemail. I don't answer my phone unless I know who it is. They left me a voicemail and they were from the assistant's office trying to approve my food stamp application. I'm like, I believe this is a scam. She's like,
Yeah.
well, we have your husband's social security. I'm like,
Mm,
this is a scam.
yeah.
So I called him. I'm like, what? Did you apply for something? I said, well, I don't think no, we didn't apply for that. So who knows? But I called my friend who works and I'm going to see if there's like some scam going around and make sure the person I called back is legit. I don't know. I didn't give her any info. So,
Mhm.
I didn't verify like his social security or, she knew our home address. She knew his number, my number. I'm like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
It, there's so many scams. It's just ridiculous.
It is. And then every
Um,
time I think I get rid of the like, oh, you're approved for, X amount of loans and this and that.
I
And
must get
then,
20 a day.
yes. And then I block them and then they junk up your voicemail. You have to go through and actually manually delete them all or your voicemail's full.
Mhm. Yeah. So if you ever need to call me, please leave a message. I will get back to you. But if I don't automatically know the number, I'm not answering.
Yeah.
I get so many spam calls. The last I have coming up is the Naughty Knitters Retreat. It's a group from State College Bellefonte area, and they do a retreat once or twice a year, and I go and vend. So that's why I'm working on samples, and I'll have kits there. I usually take some notions, some needles, because you never know what people are going to need. So I'll be vending there. And then show season really starts for me. I'm going to Ireland. My husband and I are going to Ireland to watch the Steelers play. I know we're nutty, but it's going to be super fun.
Is
Don't
this the first time you went?
We went to
I
England
would say I
last time.
thought so.
Yeah, we went to England last time. I know we're nutty.
Mm.
We have season tickets. We go to all the home games that we can. There was like 2 we missed last year. I think John was sick one and he was working one. So, but yeah, normally we go to all the home games and it's really fun. We have a nice group of friends that we tailgate with, and you know, I said we always win at tailgating, even if
Yeah.
we don't win at the game. But it's a lot of fun. That's what we kind of enjoy doing together. So, and I think what do you have coming up?
I'm trying to think. We'll be going to the beach soon here in September. I don't know if there's anything else really too much going on so far. Trying to.
Um, Ashley went through last time and put in some like what show notes, if you will.
Yeah, I tried to tag most of the patterns, tag some like the designers or the dyers if we were using some hand dyed yarn. I also tried to do timestamps. I need to go back and look. So YouTube every so often you have to like basically re-verify that you're a person to get certain like advanced settings, and that's in the advanced settings. Before, and I think I realized it was one of the either intros whenever we were doing like editing or vlogmas, something like that was copyrighted that wasn't initially, so that like kicks your time off then. So until you get like so big and so many followers, you have to do that every so often, and it
Okay.
takes like 24 hours or so.
And if we ever talk about something and we're not clear, like what needle size, or
Mhm.
because I feel like I'm bad at that,
Yeah,
reach
me
out
too.
to us.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get better at commenting too, like going through and looking to see because I usually use this. We record on my iPad, so I have like my personal YouTube and then also like the one that we're recording on now. And I like will comment and like other things too with that one. So I try to get better at commenting back if you've answered or
Yeah, I
at
don't
least
think
like
I
heart
can
it.
do that.
Yeah, I think if you looked, you could like see and just comment on it, but I don't know that you would like get
Yeah.
the
Yeah, because
notifications.
it's her iPad, like her account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no big deal. But
Um,
yeah, but if you ever have questions about what we talk about or a pattern, we didn't show it long enough, just reach out. We'll fill you in.
yeah.
And if you want to do your knit along, come in and let me help you pick out yarn.
Yes.
I have lots of pretty I actually have one laying here I was kind of looking at. This is Rainbow Beach, Queensland. I know in the original pattern, I believe she used Spin Cycle,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of a color fading barber pole type yarn, but this would work perfectly. And I would probably, depending on what colors you prefer, I would pair this with like an ecru or a light yellow or go with like a blue.
Mm-hmm.
I would either go darker with this or lighter with this to get a nice contrast. Even a pink might be pretty, like a light pink.
Or even like a maybe like a lavendery,
Hmm.
like kind of pulling out some of these colors.
Yeah.
If you didn't want it to be, kind of wanted it to be a little less.
Yeah, but I mean, I have lots of yarn here that we could figure out a project. If you give me a colorway, I will make a project for you. So,
Yeah.
alrighty, have a great 2 weeks. I think we'll be here in 2 weeks. I'm not 100% sure when we leave on our trip. So today is the 4th. I should be here on the 18th. Yes.
I believe I should be too.
Okay. So we will see you on the 18th, and then we'd be in October.
Wow.
I know.
And we should be coming up on our 1 year.
Ooh, when is that?
Oh, I'll have to look because I edited last time on at the beach on our way to the beach. So
Okay.
it may even be next time. So
Cool. A
we'll
year.
have to see.
That's crazy.
It is, and we've been very like consistent
We have been.
because we're at what 25. So
25, yeah.
yeah.
We've done it twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if we're past it.
I don't think because we went around
All
like
right, I'm looking because
well,
now I'm curious.
I'm trying to think because I want to say the ride was sometime in the 20th last year.
Okay. So what I'm doing, if you're, YouTube, I'm going to our oh, here, look.
Nope.
We can watch us live while we're live. That's hysterical. So let me pull up. So what I'm doing here, I'm gonna okay, that's annoying.
Now we're echoing.
Okay, so our first episode was 11 months ago.
Let me see if I can find the actual date.
Oh, sorry. It shows you ads
Yeah.
because I don't pay for any of the stuff.
Free. Yes, I don't either.
11 months ago, September 19th.
So
So next time will be 1 year,
yes.
a day before 1 year. Cool.
Nice.
All right, we'll have a podiversary giveaway.
Yes.
So like, share, subscribe, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do a giveaway next time. We've made it a year.
Yes. Yeah. Yay.
That's exciting. Okay, guys, have a great 2 weeks. Happy crafting.
Mm-hmm. We'll see you for our big giveaway next year.
Okay.
Next time. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that's cool.